Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How are you? I am extremely sorry that I have not been here for the last 2, 3 days, and I have now decided to do this only on Mondays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. And that is all because of the consumption. I don't find many people coming. And yeah, today I can see 3 people from start. Very good. Thank you very much, Himanshu. Thank you very much. And all those who are there, if you can write your names, I'll be very happy if you can say hi in the chat box. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's get on to goal management. Now, I have been, and those who have come for the first time and who have not watched, this must be about the 16th video on goal management. I would love you to go back and listen to all of them because together they will make a lot of sense to you, right? So now when you get onto goal management, there has to be something which has to be a compelling desire, something that you have to do. You feel you can't do without it. Unless you have some compulsion about it, you will not be able to achieve your goals. Goals don't happen just when you pick up any normal thing, which if you don't get, for example, if I say that, okay, I want to reduce some weight and I don't reduce weight, it is not going to cause a lot of problem. So I'm okay with that. So when I'm not very determined, when I'm not very sure about what I want, is the problem about beginning of the process of goal setting. So you have to have goals which are very, very strong, compelling, and you want to achieve them. That's point one. Now, once you've got such a goal, then there are many factors, and one of them, and a very, very strong factor, is your belief in yourself, self-belief. Now, the self-belief is something very important. And let me talk a little bit about that today. Self-belief is what you tell yourself. That is a story which you tell yourself. The story that you tell yourself is the belief that you have generated for yourself, and all your actions depend on that story. Okay, now there is something called a tip, an iceberg, and there's an iceberg of belief system. So if you now notice or you know that in an iceberg, there's 1/7 of the iceberg that is above the level of the water, which you can see. And 6/7 of the iceberg is below the water, which you can't see. Similarly, in human behavior, if you were to have a CCTV camera on you, and whatever people observe, how you look, how you behave, that is all the 1/7 of your personality that is known to you, known to others. Also, if you see the Johari window, there are 4 windows in that, and there's one window which says, which is unknown to you, unknown to others. So, what I'm trying to say here is that the 6/7 of what is happening is responsible for your 1/7, that is your conduct, your behavior, that comes from your conditioning. And your conditioning was what you got to believe after what your parents told you. And it starts right from the time when you are in the womb of your mother, that even what she's talking about, what is happening in her environment is also getting absorbed by you, and you're believing that, right? We have known of cases where if there was the fear was, I hope we have a son and not a daughter. And when that daughter was born, she was born with the idea that she's an unwanted child. So that is the type of belief that was given to her even before she was born. And now when you grow up as a child, what your environment, your family tells you, oh, you're good for nothing or whatever, or oh, you are a brilliant child, you start believing in what they are saying, and that starts turning out to be a belief system. And then you go to the school, and what your teachers tell you, what your friends tell you, what your environment keeps telling you, that their judgment starts getting to be your story. It becomes your feeling, it becomes your belief. And this is what we are going to be talking about today. Now, the good news is that God has given us the choice of accepting or not accepting what we want to accept or not want to accept. Okay, you have no control, no influence. You have influence, but you have no control on other people's thoughts, on the other people's expression, on what other people think about you. But you have got 100% control on what you think about yourself or about anything. So your thought process is something that is supreme. That is something that we are very powerful about. And that is something that you have to work on. Now, if you believe in yourself, if that story that you tell yourself is that I am strong, I am a lion, I am an achiever, you are going to become an achiever. So believe in yourself and take action according to your belief system and achieve your goals. Right? Now, if you are going to always try to be normal, you will never know how amazing you are. So come out of your comfort zone, and we've talked about that earlier. Come out of your comfort zone and all the time have a story in your mind that I will do it, I can do it. Now your belief in I can do it and I will do it, come what may, is your strength. Similarly, when you tell yourself, I can't do it, again, you'll be right. You'll never be able to do something that your mind says, I can't do it. I can and I can't are your belief systems. You have to work on them, right? Now, your success is always determined by your own confidence and your fortitude, right? So work on these. These are your own tools. They are within you. Don't listen to people who give you negative vibes, even if they are your parents. I was just telling a girl this morning who had a consultation with me on this. And I said, even when your parents say you're good for nothing, don't believe them. Don't believe them. You tell yourself that no, they don't know what I am. So very politely smile at them. Don't have to be rude to them. Don't say you don't know what I am, but tell yourself, I don't care what they say. I know I'm good. Your your consciousness, your inner personality is more worried about what you think than others think. Don't let others' opinion become your opinion. Don't let others judge you. You judge yourself. When you have your yes stronger than your no, when you have your yes stronger than other people's no, then nobody in this earth can stop you from achieving what you want to achieve, right? And there are hundreds and hundreds of examples on that. Okay, so you have to harness the power of your self belief. And all successful people in the world have had control on their self beliefs. They did not allow other people's perception to cover their reality. So, if I was just to give you two examples, which are world known examples and known for many years, let's talk of Albert Einstein. Now, I don't know how many of you know that he was a slow learner as a child, and he was sent home from school as a young man because his teachers believed he had a learning disability and that he was not capable of being educated. But he did not believe what he was told about his capabilities or incapabilities. He became famous for his contribution to science. He also won the Nobel Prize for his theories on relativity, which the whole world knows. Now we enjoy the love of, the power of electricity today, and that was given to us by Thomas Edison. How many of you know his story? He was expelled from school at the age of 7. A young Edison came home and gave a paper to his mother. Her eyes were tearful as she read the letter aloud to the child. And she said, your son is a genius, The school is too small for him and doesn't have enough good teachers for training him. Edison believed what her mother said and went on to become one of the greatest inventors of the century. Many years later, Edison was looking through old family things, and when he came across this folded, old, wrinkled piece of paper, and he unfolded that, and he found what? The note was, "Your son is mentally ill. We won't let him come to school anymore." Thomas has faith in what his mother told him and lived up to it. Guys, what I want to tell you here is let us really work on ourselves, have confidence, and also proximity is power. You sure have some friends who tell you you are good. Be in their company. Don't worry about people who tell you, don't mistake this with feedback. There may be honest people who tell you good feedback, and if that feedback is not positive, take it well. I'm not ruling out that. But I'm saying that when people, out of jealousy or of whatever, out of their sheer habit of judging people, tell you that you're not good enough and you know that you're good enough, don't worry about them. How many of you know that every human being on this planet is born with two fears? I'm not good enough. I'm not loved enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not loved enough. These are fears everyone is born with. But we are also born with the choice of believing what we want to believe. And that choice is to be exercised by us. So, how many of you are going to be prepared to exercise your choice and believe in yourself, believe in your capabilities, believe in what you believe in, and there's nothing that can stop you? I have gone through this in my personal life, and whenever we have a chance to have a little chit chat on that, I can talk to you about my own personal life stories where I got to know this good about 30 years back when somebody taught me how to believe myself, and there was never looking back, never looking back. So that is what we need to do. Very good. I'm very happy to see Ishika here. Ishika, thank you very much. I hope that helps. Some of you have come late. Please take the trouble of going through this entire video. Do write your comments. Guys, it is good that you write your comments. Let's create a little dialogue on that so we have more people benefiting from what I am talking about. And I'm really giving you some gold nuggets. They are valuable. People who have heard them, have applied them in their life, have got good results. And if you want good results, don't leave them, don't ignore them, use them, apply them, listen to them. And if you have any problems, come back to us for any clarifications. You can book a call for 20 minutes and I will chat with you one to one and answer your doubts. So thank you very much for being here today. Thank you. I can see Himanshu, Bharti, Ishika, Vetrivalan, David is here. Okay, David, nice to see you here. And Ishika, thank you very much for being here. Let's continue with this journey. So as I told you, now onwards, it's only going to be Mondays and Thursdays because I don't see much response. So let's see if we can collect more people because my energy comes from the number of people who are here. And you will agree that if you're talking to one or two people, you don't enjoy it. So I'm thankful to all of you who have come. Do tell your friends who could also benefit from it and tell them every Monday and Thursday, 5 p.m., we will get on for a 10 minutes video, 10 to 15. That is my range now. Earlier it used to be 15 to 20. So we are nearing 14 and a half minutes and I will end here. If there are any questions, I'll be there exactly for 1 minute, after which I will end the stream. Do write your comments on the video, not here, but when it is on the YouTube. And please uh, do initiate a discussion. Just don't say good and all that. Just say what you agree, what you don't agree, your challenges, and how do you think your belief system can make a difference to you? Thank you very much. Any questions? Any questions? And I can see no questions coming up, no comments, no questions. Thank you very much and see you on Thursday.